Hello and welcome back to another video. It's the Wolf here once again with another mix and mash up video of TDM on Advanced Warfare for your viewing enjoyment, your viewing pleasure and all that stuff. Just wanted to talk for a second about some of the stuff that fans have been running into on Advanced Warfare with the latency lag issues. Now, at first I was not going to, I'm not trying to go against people on it, but I didn't really see any lag issues the first couple days the release was out and everything. But now that there's probably a lot more people getting online, I haven't seen any place where it shows how many people are online at one time worldwide or whatever. But I have been noticing lately, since the game is in everybody's hands, that and the popularity of it and the fan base is there is strong. Definitely there is starting to be some lag and some latency issues. I have noticed though, if you swap between different lobbies a few times over again, you'll end up finding people with more alongside your connection wise, your same 3-4 bars, whatever. So one little trick to doing that is just keep switching out lobbies until you find one that works for you. As you can see right here, getting that amount of hit markers versus what I've been getting lately off of like the last 24 hours or so it's almost like doubled, unfortunately to say. Hopefully though they are, I think they are working on a patch up to help out with all that stuff. Of course, the big patch up comes a couple months after, or at least 1 month after the game is released. They always come out with that patch up, the big first patch that either makes or breaks the game for the long run. And yeah, I see that coming probably pretty soon. They're gonna have to, because there's a lot of people complain about that. Sorry, I keep saying but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people complaining about it, a lot of people that wants a fix to the latency, the lag issues, and I can see, how those issues, are affecting the game, per se, and whatnot. So, yeah, pretty soon, hopefully they'll get it fixed up. I mean, this game is really, really cool, is, really fun and different style of Call of Duty. It's still Call of Duty, of course. For the people that say, "Oh no, it's changed up too much," no, you don't want to, go through the learning curve of seeing it. And of course, there's also the classic playlist. But of course, just as I was kind of hoping wouldn't really happen, but of course, when you go into the classic playlist on Call of Duty, there's I've been noticing there's a lot more camping on that. Just the classic style people. They like to try and sit back and tactically play and whatnot, where the people with the exosuit abilities, of course, are jumping around and, strafing and hovering and whatnot. But, yeah, this is a lot of gameplay right here, just showing some running around, getting some kills on TDM, doing my thing on here. Just looking for the enemies, trying to find them, trying to figure out one way or the other. And there you go. See, now, here's another one too. The games are so much faster on this Call of Duty. It is really actually pretty cool seeing that, because one of the guys, Bobby from IGN, he said, well, especially if you got a lot of stuff going on, it's a little bit easier doing shorter games, just because you get in, you can do your thing, and then the game ends, and you're not sitting there forever. If you like the longer games, of course, there's always domination and stuff like that. So it's not all going to be like 5-minute games, which is another kind of funny thing. Like Ghost, I remember on Ghost, like a lot of times the games would go for 8 to 10 minutes, like the full thing, and it is because it's so much more slower pace. And this game itself is just, I mean, you can tell just by seeing all the stuff that's going on the screen right here, flying around, double jumping, strafing left and right, and hunting for the enemies and everything. Other thing too is really, I would say, if you because there's so many customization options on here, I'm really feeling myself, and I'm probably gonna do this very very soon. Is playing around with all the customizations, it kind of gets you lost sometimes in all the different stuff that they got on here and what works for you. You know, not certain things might not work for you as well as they do for others. So I would say the best thing for that is to just totally, you know, take, maybe even just if you take one setup, loadout, whatever you want to call it, and completely just put the blank sheet on there, just unequip everything off from that one, and then just go with the bare minimums, and then build it from there, and figure out, because you know that's the way other people are pretty much figuring their setups out and everything. Just go for the blank sheet, add little bit by little bit your guns, a little bit of perks here and there, maybe a couple kill streaks. I know I just seen me fly through the middle of the map and fall to my demise and everything on this. Once again, I did. I've been having that trouble on this map. It's just trying to figure out exactly where the holes in the map are, and it just takes you a minute to figure out exactly where you're going, exactly what you're doing. That guy sitting in the corner, of course, you know what? I took him out, which I am loving about this game. Camper. This Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is like anti-camping, and when you go into the regular TDM mode, anybody who's sitting around is probably going to get taken out, whether it's within the first minute or whether it's in 4 or 5 minutes into the game. They are definitely gonna be spotted, gonna be taken out just from in between sentry grenades. The UAVs working so strong this time around. The UAVs are like 3 different Call of Duty worth of kill streaks? Yeah, I guess kill streaks and perks, whatever, put together. I mean, a UAV works like a Black Hawk, if you remember. I think that's what it was called, Black Hawk, from other Call of Duties and everything. And Overclock, another fun one that I've been having a good time with too. Just being able to rush the map, especially if people are sitting and like posting up in one building. Overclock, run am, and just overpower them that way. Cloak's another decent one, but you gotta be careful because, of course, if you got the eye for it, and you know what you're looking for, people can really spot you in that cloak ability too. So you have to be extra careful. Just learn the maps and whatnot. That's what I've been really doing. Just running around. See, like this is one of my first games on this map. And I mean, I was running the walls and everything else, just trying to figure out the layouts of it and whatnot. And I think, for me personally, every time I don't know the map, I do better, just because I'm checking, like I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. But when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going, I'm checking the corners a lot more as I fall to my death again. I try and look around the corners a lot more, and I end up finding enemies twice as quick. So you can see, broke the 20 mark right there, and I was just kept around going. Now, another problem I was having on here too, and I think it was maybe just because my guns, I didn't have the fire rate like everybody else was using at the time. When the, what am I trying to say? When the connection, there we go. When the connection was running just right, it was funny because I was running around the map and going really quick, but I was getting a lot of hit markers. And which that was a latency issue, but the connection was kind of running just fine. If you know what I'm talking about there. I was getting my kills stolen. Like I would get some hit markers, but then like there would be a bunch of people packed around me, and I was getting my kills stolen that way. I don't know if anybody else has seen that happen or whatever, but yeah, and this map right here is one of these maps where people, they try like crazy to sit on one side or the other of the map. And I noticed the sniper rifle works pretty well, but as you can see right there, yeah, capturing, just stole his kill, or stole his care package, got the kill, stole the care package, 10 kills, merciless, yeah, that's right, taking them out. And now, just watching this back, I just kind of noticed something now. You can see them outlined on there. I think that is part of the UAV. It's one of those things. It adds a little extra score streak points. You gotta get a little extra score to get that type of UAV. which is just you can customize it right in your loadout menu. If you look over where your score streaks are, you hit the Y button or the triangle button on the PS4, I guess it is now. I'm an Xbox guy, you know. I'm sorry, but so yeah, you can customize some pretty cool stuff. Like a big one that I've been always run with is anything I can put support on the kill streaks. I run with it, just because you never know if you're going to get into a lobby where you can't do anything, and support on the UAV works wonders. Usually, even if I can't do anything, I usually hop out anyways. But you know, if you run with some friends or whatever, you run with some teammates or whatever, it's still a good thing to have that support on it. It might take you a little extra time to get it, a couple extra kills and whatnot, but you can check the assists right there. You know, it's a score streak, so it's still gonna add up. It's still gonna help you out, and in the long run, who knows? You know, you get that UAV up when you need, you know, right at the end of the game when you need some extra kills. It could also, you know, always help out your teammate. UAVs are definitely no-brainer. Should always try and rock with them. If you can do bigger kill streaks that help out your teammates even more, definitely that's still a very, very, almost a better way of going about it. But for me, I just like working with the lower kill streaks, just to give me something to easily play around with. Go around, run around, get some kills. See that right there? Got that headshot. And I think it was a rescuer also. I don't know, it's going so quick I didn't even catch what it was. But this right here. See, I knew they were all posting up over here. Went invisible, hit that cloak, run up behind them. And this is one of my favorite tactics to do, is running up behind the enemies and taking them out like this. Reason why? Because they never expect it. And if you can do it just right, if you are stealthy enough, you can get behind them and you can get a nice, you know, 2 or 3 kills. And possibly end the game for your team, or end the game for both teams and get the win. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So last round kill cam right there. My team picking up that win, and you could see that our connections weren't all that strong, but hey, it was still not a bad game. So there's a couple mashup mix-ups of games right there. If you like this video, you can hit that thumbs up, that like button. This is like a new style video. I'm trying to do like a I don't know if it's a tips and tricks, a podcast, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just doing that. You can click on the videos there on the screen. They're going to bring over to those videos. We'll bring it to the main page of the channel. You can share this video if you want to around and everything. Twitter up top left-hand corner. If you're on your mobile device, you want some links to more videos, check that in the description box. Of course, as always, like I said, this is the Warwolf, Mr. James Lewis himself, and yeah, I am done, over and out. Oh, and if you subscribe to the channel, it's going to make sure that you stay tuned for all new videos coming soon.